Belfast, Ireland is not a third world country, but first world. So you would think, okay, why here? That's really strange. As our crew staff told us, if you were to place Belfast, Ireland into the United States of America, it would be one of the most, top 10 most unreached places for the gospel. The gospel being the good news of Jesus Christ. Belfast, Ireland with Crew, which is a Christian organization, which is international. And we're traveling along with 3 crew staff members here at the University of Florida with 15 students, of which I was chosen to be a part of this team. We're going on a pilgrimage to Belfast to partner along with long-term people who are stinting meaning that they're stationed in a particular location with Crew for more than a year. So we're going along with them to come alongside them for, yes, a short-term mission trip, but to go for a long-term, to just see why they are there, see the heart behind the people there, to share the gospel, and truly just to understand a cultural experience of the people who are there, and share the gospel with students at Queen's University, one of the most prestigious universities in the world. I love Ireland so much. Why? I would say it all started with freshman year of high school with a book. I was reading this novel about adventure and just mystery and just going on something that is greater than oneself. And it talked about, and it was staged in Ireland, and it talked about the author, her inspiration was Ireland. And so she traveled there, and just even the photo on the back of the book was, just showed the cliffs of Moher. And I was just this is beautiful. And just how they described the land, I was totally just encaptured by just the beauty. And I remember saying I'm going. So I've been on 3 mission trips now. My first mission trip that I went on was the summer after my freshman year of college. I went to Greek Summit in Destin, Florida. Absolutely beautiful, learning how to share the gospel within my sorority. Then I went to Lake Tahoe the summer after my sophomore year, and I last year went to Guatemala. Specifically, what has led me to Belfast would be when I went to Tahoe. I was captured by its beauty there, and I had played with the idea of Ireland studying abroad in college, and I was that's far-fetched, it won't happen. And then when I was in Tahoe, one of the last things that I did there, I was placed in an international dinner, and I randomly got placed into Ireland. And I was this is funny, I see you, God. The Lord was just hey, I brought back Ireland on your radar. So that's one thing that was leading me towards really the next DULOS meeting. They're so we're announcing that we're going to Belfast for spring break mission trip. And I was Belfast? You mean Ireland? Oh, I'm going. I was just I'm going. That's where I'm at here today. And I'm super excited to be able to have this chance. I remember the night after I heard, I literally went into my car after one of the hardest weeks of this semester. And I just started sobbing. And I was God, you know what I want. You know my heart. And after 8 years, it feels you're giving me the desires of my heart. And I don't know what Ireland holds. I don't know what Belfast has, but I'm excited to see what, March 3rd through 10th is going to look like. And the Lord's going to do incredible things. And I'm super excited. If any of you guys have heard this and are inspired by it or feel a tugging on your heart from the Lord, I would be so incredibly honored for you guys to financially partner and come alongside me to help me bring the gospel and help the Lord further his work in Belfast. And I'm super excited, and you can find the link to donate with the instructions for it in the link to this post. Thanks.